Hi, I am Lisa Martin Naimi, and I do things a little bit differently today. I'm a mystic, empath, and Ascension Portal, by the way. You can visit my website, lisamartinnaimi.com, if you'd like to learn more about me. So I was inspired last week by the dream that came to me and that I presented about what was going on energetically with the collective and how that was manifesting. So we mature over a bit, and how they were feeling and their behaviors. And so I'm going to add a little something this time and include that in my readings. I didn't receive any dreams about that this last week, but I'm going to go ahead and include that in the reading and tap into that first, and then tap into the frequencies for ascending humanity as well, and see how those two play together. So we'll just go ahead and get started. And so let's see, this is for the week of March 20th, 2016 through the 26th, is that right? Whatever Saturday is, can't remember. Yes, the 26th of March, 2016. And by the way, also this is information that I channel on the spot, so I don't know what's coming. It'll be just as much a surprise for you as it is for me. So just bear with me for a second while I get tuned in and allow the information to begin to flow. It's fun and exciting. Sometimes it's even a game, but okay, here we go. So we're going to start with the collective this week, March 20th through March 26th, 2016. And see where they are. So this is the general population of the human collective, and this is the median or the average. Okay. What I'm picking up is that the general population of the human collective is also learning about self-trust, which is a major theme that I brought up a few times in these calls, plus a radio show I did on Blab. It wasn't really radio, internet show, at the end of 2015. And it's been part of my personal journey for about a year now, developing deeper and deeper and greater self-trust. And there have been tests and trials along the way. Some of them were awesome, some of them not so much. But that's where the human collective is right now. So they are learning to trust themselves and rely on that inner voice. So we're not so different, are we? Okay, let's see if there's any more information here about the general population of humanity and what they're feeling right now and how that might manifest in external behaviors. Okay, quite a bit of anxiety in the heart chakra and the throat chakra for the general population of the human collective. And very much a sense of holding back, not knowing what to expect, not knowing how to anticipate even the possibilities that can be coming, might be coming up as we move forward into the future. Also not knowing how to be responsible, not knowing what to be responsible for, not knowing where to draw the line about what's my responsibility and what isn't. Lots of questions around that. And a sense of feeling separated. And so by separated, I mean feeling like they're in a state of separation. And so this is really, we all experience this. I come across this situation quite often when I'm doing one-on-one work with people or even group work. It's a sense of being in a state of separation. Let's see, how can I explain this? So from the bird's eye view, at the most expanded level of our existence, we all come from the same place and we're all returning to the same place. So at the end of the day, we're all individual aspects, individual facets of one great big giant consciousness. And so it's when we don't know that, when we have a misunderstanding about that, or when we've been misguided, which is usually what happens, although the misguidance is usually coming from a person who is also misguided. It's not intentional. This misguidance in our origins creates this feeling of separation. And most religions are built on this particular concept that the creator or God, or however you would like to think of that great consciousness, is something that's outside of us. And so that is really a huge, okay, so that's the bottom line here. That's the driver in these feelings of anxiety and really not feeling like we have the resources, or the human collective doesn't feel like they have the resources to even be able to anticipate what is coming up, which is a continuation on the theme that I discussed in the last video. And so human collective right now is being presented with opportunities to learn how to trust themselves. And by themselves, I mean their self, capital S. And that is referring to the our most expanded selves, that consciousness of everything that connects everything to everything else, that is interwoven in everything and is within everything and really even comprises everything. So the human collective is now being given the opportunity. So this is forefront. This is the very first thing that came up in this message. They're being given the opportunity to begin this journey of understanding that number one, they're not alone, and that we're all connected. That they are so supported, that they have all the support and resources that they need are here and are within arm's reach. All you really need to do is ask. Ask on the inside. Sometimes you need to ask on the outside too, because oftentimes miracles are, and the answers that we're looking for from the greater consciousness are presented to us through other people. That's how they get to us a lot of the times. So asking, verbally, physically asking for what you need, as well as asking inside for what you need, asking for help. That's where that all begins. And then trusting those inner nudges, although there's some development that occurs in a process, and learning how to discern nudges from spirit, or from your intuition, from that of your ego, or from your the desire body of your lower self. I'm not saying that having desires in themselves are is something that's not what's the word, in alignment with the grand picture, as I just don't see it that way. My experiences have shown me that desire is what got us here in the first place, to have this incredible experience. So okay, so that's it. That's it for the collective, the human collective. So they're learning how to trust themselves. They're feeling quite a bit of anxiety in their heart and their throat. So the heart chakra anxiety is referring to love, being able to receive love, feeling worthy of love, being able to love themselves. Throat chakra, positive self-expression. Expression in general, not knowing what to say, not knowing if I know the right thing to say. So the anxiety around those issues. And then also becoming keenly aware that they're in a state of separation, and the balance for that is the self-trust. So learning how to trust the information that comes through to us through our intuition, and learning how to discern that that's what it is. That is what offsets this this feeling of isolation and separation and disconnection. Okay, so awesome. So now let's see what is going on. What are the frequencies available to ascending humanity, and maybe even how we are going to be assisting the general population, because that's what we're, for the most part, here to do. Let's just take a look here. Excuse me, I need a drink. Okay, letting go of the collective. And focusing now on ascending humanity, that portion of the collective, the frequencies that are available. Okay, the very first thing that I feel is, oh my, this is exciting. A real, this beautiful vibration in the throat chakra. So usually when I feel things in the throat, it's usually, like right here on the trachea, kind of lower throat area. But I feel today the vibration is here alongside the trachea. And there is a true vibration there, a humming, a song. And I can hear it, but I can't sing it for you. I'm sorry. I just don't have a good singing voice. It'd be lost in translation for sure. And I also feel the vibration extending into the ears. Okay, so the message here is, it's an encouragement. If you have a message to share and you have been holding that message back, you are encouraged to please share that message. And this week in particular, the focus is around the verbal sharing of these messages. So make a little video, post it on Twitter, post it on YouTube. YouTube even has an option to make videos, film videos right on YouTube using the camera on your computer. Pretty exciting technology these days. But these, the words that we're going to be speaking that are of a frequency of an ascending nature, they are encoded. They're encoded with a particular vibration, and for each person, that vibration is going to be different. But the encoding is to encourage positive self-expression, which is so needed right now, particularly in the United States. With our upcoming election, we're really seeing the dark, not the dark, but the dense underbelly of humanity and of America, with some of the really just heartbreaking ideas and concepts that are being shared, really around discrimination and hatefulness and inciting violence and things of that nature. So we, as part of the ascending aspect of the human collective, there's a real solution that we can offer to not only ourselves, but all who may come into contact with us through whatever means this may happen. And we, right now, this week, possess the light codes within our throat chakras to begin to turn this around, to move away from negative expression into positive expression that is uplifting and fulfilling to all, expression that is healing and provides hope and real solutions for difficult situations, expression that is of an ascendant nature and acts to raise the frequency and vibration of all, not just ascending humanity, but the entire human collective, as well as all beings who are here at this time, human or not, seen and unseen. Now that's powerful stuff. So where the ears are coming in is, knowingly or unknowingly, these some of these messages, not all, but some of these messages are actually going to be spoken to you by your team, by your guidance, your guides, your soul, your source, the universe itself, your teachers, your transitioned loved ones. All of them are teaming up to whisper in your ear the words that need to be uttered. And so your job is just to speak them in whatever format you possibly can. Now, sometimes these are going to be loving messages, and other times you're going to be addressing other people's ideas that are out of balance, that are limiting, that are exclusionary, that focus on only what we learn in the 3D world and exclude our intuition. And I just personally had an encounter with a situation like this over the weekend. You know, that's really, for those of us who are of ascending humanity, one of our greatest jobs in assisting humans is to not only remember ourselves how to tap into and hear and act upon our intuition, but to show all humans how to do the same. So we do that by just by doing it. It's just by doing it, we are providing an example. And so we have a template or a certain frequency in our field that is emitted that any human can pick up on, you know, if they're paying attention, and they can copy it. That's what humans do. That's how we learn. We, when we're in a human body, we copy one another. Let's see. So anyway, so back to intuition. Yes, there is such merit in using our minds to learn certain sequences, to receive training, to learn about the human body or certain systems or ecosystems, and all of those things have been mapped out to a large degree, but we don't know everything yet. And so there's always the option of original thought coming through, and also just opening us up to things that we've forgotten, the things that we've forgotten when we incarnated into these bodies. And so part of this ascension process is just remembering those things about us. And if we only focus on the systems that are already in place and what other people have already developed, we only place merit on those things, then we exclude the entire opportunity of original thought, of exploration, of remembering what has long since been forgotten, of receiving new updates based on the new frequencies that are coming into this planet, and the new opportunities that we have before us. So all of that gets left out, and it's quite exclusionary and a little bit painful for me when I think about it. So as ascending humans, we're here to help remind humanity how to use their intuition, how to tap into their capabilities of trusting themselves and trusting the feelings that arise inside of them, trusting the downloads that they receive, opening to receiving downloads, opening to receiving the knowledge from that great expanded consciousness of which we are all a part. So that's what we're doing here. And what a wonderful time to be here, and what a wonderful gift to be given the opportunity to participate in this turning point in Earth's and in humanity's evolution. And I, for one, am very grateful that I'm here, and I hope you are too. That sure makes things easier. It makes everything flow better when we can appreciate our lives from a place of gratitude, even when difficult circumstances arise. Okay, so I'm asking if that's all for today, and not quite. Just a second. There's a little something else. Hold on. Okay, something about what we're missing out on. Just a second. We're missing out on. Oh, okay. So, so back to what I was saying about the situation that I encountered over the weekend, and a particular individual in my community is focusing on only allowing those people who have not certain service, but certifications to be allowed to advertise their services within our community. And so just one more thing that Spirit is guiding me to say about this is, when we do that, when we limit the intuitive people to only those who have gained certifications, then we limit their flexibility of expression, and we become almost like steel rods that are not able to receive the vibrations of spirit. So it's almost like we're cutting off that intuitive part of us. And I'm not saying that if you have certifications, I have a college degree, so that's a certification, that you're being cut off from intuition. I'm not implying that at all. And what I am saying is this. Hold on, what am I saying? Just a second. Let me get the message again. Is to encourage everyone to understand that inspiration, messages, knowledge, expertise, guidance, new ways of thinking, new ways of being, new ways of healing, and not necessarily new. Some of these things are ancient and they've just been forgotten. They come to us through other ways than just what we learn from other people. They come to us directly through our intuition, through our guidance, and are sometimes even invented by us. We receive a little nugget of an inspiration, and then we can apply what we already know, what we've learned in this lifetime, to that inspiration and create something brand new, or create the next advanced step. So I just want to encourage everybody to remember that, and that both ways of learning and both sources of knowledge and expertise are not only useful and helpful, but also essential. And they're all part of this experience here. And okay, so that's the end of the message. And again, thank you very much for listening. My website, lisamartinnaimi.com. You can reach me through Twitter, Alchemy Academy 1, and or on Facebook at Lisa Martin Naimi. And signing out till next week. Have a wonderful spring break and beginning of the new spring equinox season. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.